Hi, thank you so much for tuning in again. We're still on site, on location at Lake Elementaita. I'm going to address briefly some of the laws and regulations around what you can do with the property on the lakefront. You're watching Own Land in Kenya. I'm Solomon Wangwe. So one of the main considerations around Lake Elementaita obviously has to do with the ecological conditions necessary for all the bird life. You can hear them chirping in the trees. These particular trees around me, the acacias are central to this ecology. So for example, if you're going to buy land on the lakefront on the side with a lot of the trees, there's actually a side with a forest of these trees. It's important to know what the requirement is by NEMA and the Kenya Forest Service on what you can and can't do with your property. In most cases, you're not allowed to bring down any tree because it provides shelter for all the endangered wildlife species, which make Lake Elementaita a world-famous destination for bird watchers. It's also a primary reason for its adoption as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it's a critical factor to consider when deciding where to invest in land around the lakeside. The other one has to do with your proximity to the water's edge. A lot of the commercial users here, for a brief period of time, envisioned doing walkways, piers, and some going all the way into the water, which would be nice for people to enjoy if you had a pier and a walkway jutting all the way into the water. But that's something that NEMA and the Kenya Wildlife Service would not allow. Another important thing to know when you're considering what to do with the property after you invested in it. It doesn't make sense to invest thinking that you can do this, that, or the other, only to find out after the fact that you can't, because that really screws up your investment plans. And so it's important to do your homework on what you can and can't do around ecologically sensitive locations like these. For more information, please check out the UNESCO website. You can also engage the authorities directly, Kenya Forest Service, Kenya Wildlife Service. We did hear at some point that they were introducing some hippos onto the lake. I haven't seen one yet, but we have heard from locals that a lot of hippos migrate between here and Lake Obolosat, which is further up the hills on the way to Aberdares, because this is where the young come to feed and grow over time. And so it's a migratory location for a lot of hippos, which is also important to know, especially regarding your safety on land usage. Hippos are credited as being one of the largest killers of human beings globally on an annual basis. Something I'm sure most of you didn't know, but it's important to know so that you can plan for this if you're going to settle around the lake. Again, do your homework, ask questions, and you'll be in good stead with regards to the viability of your investments. If you have any comments to make, engage with us. All our social media platforms are up and running. We are happy to hear from you. You can also send us an email at inquiry@goshenacquisitions.com, and we'll be happy to respond. You're watching Own Land in Kenya. I'm Solomon Wangwe. Stay tuned for more information on strategic land investment.